Greetings and salutations! Welcome to the Grand Circus. I'm Bajongles. If you like my stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me over on Twitch at Bajongles1, where I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow there. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on my socials, both at BigWar1 username Bajongles on Bluesky and Tumblr. Much appreciated. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Hello, I completely forgot to get myself my PNG tuber model. Let me do that real quick. Hi, it's my birthday, and as you can tell, I am somehow unprepared. Let me PNG tuber plus. And then let me scroll back. Wrong PNG tuber. It is not Portal. It is not Portal. Goodbye, Portal. And bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. There we go. Yeah, it's my birthday. Today is my 22nd birthday. It's been 22 years since the world has been cursed with my presence. Uh, I'm very well. Despite many things happening, I'm doing great today. There was a free game that my friend pointed me towards on the Epic James store, which is awesome for my epic birthday. It's very cool, very awesome. I got some really fun bookends, which are from the 70s. They're bookends of Babar. They're Babar and his wife. I'll show a picture later. It has One Piece in the background, so don't mind that. But yeah, no, I'm very happy. I am so sure that that paint has lead in it, so I just need to not suck the Babar, and I'm good. Like that. All right, little Timmy, don't suck the Babar. I won't. It cuts to like the entire bookend in the little kid's mouth. All right, let me see. 30. The reason 30 is important is because I am putting on Outer Wild. Also, my grandma's coming over later, for dinner, and another person's coming over about 12:30. So I'm gonna go into be right back around then. But then I should be back. But that shouldn't take like a bajillion years. Yeah. Unlike this music, it should not take 14.3 billion years. And so without further ado, but with much pomp and circumstance. Wrong one. I am so professional, guys. I've been doing this for almost a year now. In just a few weeks, I think. Let me look at the calendar. In 2 weeks from now, we'll have been doing this for a year. We're almost there, folks. We've been streaming together. We've been on this journey for about 11 and a half months. That is, I'm getting emotional by that. That's making me a little emotional. My God. Oh God. Oh man. That is, that's wow. 11 and a half months. Look at what we've done so far. We've done good, I think. Chris and Susie, look at the job you did. I'm gonna start with background color, I think. Okay, so yeah, that's overlay. So we will make an overlay layer. Where's the... There we go. And I can steal the water's colors, which is very cool. They both have the same colors because limited color palette. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's awesome. How did I not notice that guy? Oh, that's awesome. Look at him. He's sick. Alright, let me go to, like, I don't know, size 10 brush. And then we will... It's your birthday today. Happy birthday! It's your birthday today. Alright, there we go. That's awesome and sick. What layer is that on? Okay, that's on this layer. Alright. So I'm probably gonna copy this later for the... Alright. Very cool. You know what? Fuck it. Undo that so that I could just sort of womp. Wrong color, I made it piss. There we go. Oh, the problem is the sky and the water are already really good, I think. I actually don't want to mess with that. I think I'm just gonna do, the people colors, because God, I did good. I've done good so far. Also, if we finish this early today, I will begin on a new art piece, a new one art piece. So let me... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, and then we have to get to, where are you? People shading. And then, overlay, I believe. Oh, overlay, bitchness? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. You may have come in on voice because I didn't have time to mute. That should be fine. Actually, I heard it and we're fine. That's very good. Okay. So give me just a moment. I will actually be right back to clarify some things. I could have delayed stream. I definitely could have. I have the ability, and it's my own damn stream. I could do whatever the hell I want, technically. I'm going to go B R B. There we go. I will BRB, gentle things. Okay. Alright, hi, I'm back. Oh god. Sorry about being gone for so long. There will be a point where I'm gone again. I was told that somebody would be here in a certain amount of time, and I was there waiting and hasn't arrived yet. Not their fault. It is 100% not their fault. It is fine. We're good. So instead of removing that, I'm just gonna make it invisible, and I'm gonna do this. And then we will continue, and let's see how much progress I can make before they're actually here. Let's see. Okay, well first let's get. Okay, you have different skin tones. This one is the one I remember. This is the colored manga version. I'm gonna go with this one. There we go. Very good. Very good, very cool. Again, I apologize. Wait a minute. Overlay. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, there's a lot of false alarms. That is very silly and very cool. Okay, I deeply apologize. This is not a very good stream. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this out. That's fine. This is why are you blue? Why are you blue? Let me just get all of this in, and then I can do what looks good. I think that is good for me. Very awesome. Normal tongue color. Let me average tongue pink. It's very cool and awesome. The person will arrive and then I'll be back once again. I don't know when that is, but you know. I don't blame them one bit for getting stuck in the construction-related traffic. Wait, the tongue color, does it double as no, that's a different color. It's like this, but more like that. The scar shows that he's cool and tough and awesome. Alright. Alright, hold on, I'll be back again. Alright, I am back for good. Just let me set my um yeah, person actually arrived. Said happy birthday. It was very, very sweet, very lovely. We should not have that complication again. I deeply apologize. Alright, how does this sound? Alright, sounds good. And I can actually have these headphones on again so that I can, because I don't have to, wait for a knock at the door. Oh, God. When you live in a house where all three people, including yourself, have some sort of anxiety disorder, and you're waiting for somebody to arrive, it's very silly. It's very silly, genuinely. It's sort of a Three Stooges sitch. Very good, very cool. Speaking of very good, very cool, now we can actually continue on this. I'm sort of making if I can, how do I put this? If I can, I want to do the Christmas overlay today. I want to finish it so that it's ready for Thursday. Which I forget exactly what we did last Thursday. Uh, I think that was world building. Hold on, let me check. I have the recording. Is it in videos? No, it's in stream VODs. I have to mute this real quick because I don't want you to hear my voice more than you have to. Yeah, it was world building. So we're gonna be doing some awesome ass let me see. Outer Wilds. There we go. It was that Arrow of Time? Where's that Terrible Fate? Uh it had to be later than that. There we go, close enough. I no, actually I think yeah, it was Campfire Song. I've been listening to this album for so much that I'm starting to recognize songs by their names. I love having apricots on my necklace. It's it's my favorite. Alright, there we go. Very cool. Alright, so I am going to actually do this color, which is a reuse color. This color is used a lot. Uh, in fact, I think it's one of the One Piece, like, you know, original, run Toei favorites. Also, I've been seeing people be like, "What do you mean that that was season 1 of One Piece with all this stuff?" I was like, dude, they've been separating One Piece into seasons for a long time now. Just because it's becoming a seasonal anime doesn't mean it hasn't been in seasons. See, the East Blue is season 1. We have been in a bunch of seasons of One Piece. They usually separate the seasons by art. If I remember right. It's been a while since I've like been on Crunchyroll because they're shit. I do not watch my anime through streaming services. Well, I do, but none of the None of the big streaming services. And it's technically legal. It is legal. The people that run it are very careful about making sure that it is legal. I will not say what it is, just in case. You'll never know. But it's like it's only for cartoons and anime and stuff like that. So like, that's why I was looking for that other website for shows, which I ended up finding. So I found a different one that's just as good. Like live action shows and movies. Is I would love to engage in live action media more. Like, I remember really liking The Boys when I watched it with some friends. I watched a bit of Breaking Bad, but that shit was dense. It felt like everything took forever, and I know that's a me problem. And it's not a lack of quality on the show's part. It's just, it felt... It, how do I put this? It felt like there were multiple episodes in an episode. Okay, that's very cool. I realized what's wrong with him. I need to do this. Specifically his... Yo, hi, Gremlin. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, Higuma's, like, facial hair specifically feels like something that would be in, like specifically a Yakuza game. Like, I don't know, Higuma's sort of giving me those vibes. I don't think he'd be, like, a member of the in-game Yakuza either. I just think he'd be there. Like, I think that he would just kind of be there in the game, but still. But yeah, no, I'm officially 22 years old. One day I will be ancient. But today is not that day. You cannot make me. Once I hit 25, I'll start dying. Because that's roughly when cells stop replacing themselves faster than they die. Oh boy. But yeah, no, earlier in the stream there was some difficulty because I knew somebody was coming by and I kept being told, oh, they're here, and then they weren't here, but then they showed up and said happy birthday and gave me a hug, and that was very nice, and then left. And then now we're good for the rest of the stream. And then also, this is after stream, so it's not that important, but also my grandma's coming over for dinner, which is very lovely. I like spending time with my grandparents. Like, one I live with, the other one, I've been seeing more frequently lately, which is great. One of my absolute least favorite feelings is that, like, I wish I had more time feeling. Like, straight up sucked. So, a solid 1 out of 10 emotion. Like, when I go through loss, I prefer to have that, well, at least I got to spend time with them. Even though now they're gone feeling. I want that. I prefer that. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. There we go. Da, da, da. Also, a friend pointed me towards a game that's free on the Epic Games store right now. Let me open the launcher so I can remember the name. But like it looks interesting and I'll check it out. It is called Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Let me see. Go to store page, not download. It is a I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it looks like a co-op like multiplayer game. So I'm probably gonna play it with friends later. Sort of check it out. Your pants are the same color as your fucking hair. Behold. You see, much like that one girl from My Hero Academia, who could have literally just, you know, had her hair be turned into a fucking outfit for hero work. Higuma likes to make his pants out of his hair. Like, yeah, logistically, I can tell it's hard to fucking make clothes out of something that's invisible. But like, come on, you're telling me you don't have somebody whose quirk is like sees things good? Like with however many people are on Earth at the time of My Hero, you cannot tell me that like there aren't some repeat quirks or very similar quirks. So like you have to have multiple people who see things well. And are able to like, you know, see invisibility or some shit. And have them fucking work on it. Alright, so these are the same color as the not that color, as the shirt, which is very cool and awesome. It's your birthday today. I like that. I like that that fucking song way too much. I'm actually gonna put it in meme chat. Let me just like the video that goes along with it is really part of the fun for me. Not fun in games, meme chat. It's so fucking good. The fucking like same clown image that keeps popping up is so good. You're telling me that these buckles are just fucking white? Boring. But you know, what can you do? It's your birthday today. Michael, it's your birthday today. The cake is on its way. Michael, you been a good boy this year. And we all cheer. And then we do that, and oh, okay, yeah, that is a different color. You got me there. Yeah, you know what, Scamp, you got me there. I punch you on the head, uh, slowly, but it gets faster and faster, and then all your candy comes out because you're a pinata. Birthday cake is on its way. All right, that's good enough. What if overlay? Uh, okay, let me actually make the line art darker. Hold on. Big brush. Big Ron's big prize. Get your wife the best with Big Ron's big prize. Lord of the Coast line art by... Oh, yeah. Ah, you're cooking, Frankie. Oh, boy. I have a very special birthday oatmeal raisin cookie with me right now. Hmm. Hmm. Very good. Yeah, I've always loved oatmeal raisin. Very underrated cookie flavor. Or not flavor, just cookie. Hmm. I mean, it has its own flavor and it is underrated, but to really think about a cookie, you cannot just think about the flavor. There's also the texture and composition. Okay, and now it's Loopy time. Time for Loopy. There we go. I'm sorry, Luffy. I'm making you very slightly darker. But also keeping that like nice warm tone you have. Like that very nice orangey tone you got going on. Alright, there we go, and bam. definitely noticed. That's the ocean and the sky look good on their own, honestly. So I might just leave them be. Let me name that color. People color. There we go. All right. Getting the Fieners in. The Fieners covered with delectable birthday cake. Birthday cake is on its way. All right, and then boom, bam, wada bop pow. Amazing. 10 out of 10. I'll need to look again at like what the next set of characters we're gonna be doing is, but I know it's involving the Alvida pirates. So honestly, I might do one with all the Alvida pirates and then have like a separate Kobe one. And it's 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 Kobe and Luffy reenacting that one image of like the calm lion, or not the calm lion, the calm chimpanzee and the yelling lion. Because that is honestly like genuinely one of my favorite like panels in One Piece. It's so silly. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I don't think you were here for me saying this, but I just remembered. It's your birthday today. All right, so I'm showing the gift I got, the very cool gift. Discord. There we go. This is going into my Discord server. If you would load, please, I'd much appreciate it. I can see you being halfway done with loading. Eh, whatever. Hold on. I'll actually then just show it in fucking on fucking stream, but I have to do some shenanigans. Save as draft. All right. Tumblr. Draft. You're seeing top of bookshelf reveal right now. This is good news. Well, not right now, but you will in right here. I got these. They're bookends of Babar. Babar and his wife. They are from the 70s and they have not been restored. What this means is that that is lead paint. As long as I don't suck on the babar, we're fine. Me, me licking the babar for his forbidden sweetness. But yeah, no, I'm so happy with those. It was so sweet for my mom to get me those. It went black for a moment. I just noticed. Oh well, that's fine. I haven't opened the other gift I got because like I do greatly enjoy the gifts, but also like why I said oh person came over said happy birthday and gave me a hug is because that honestly is what was more meaningful to me in that whole thing rather than getting a gift. Do, 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 do. Birthday cake is on its way. Michael. Michael! Help me! Don't leave me here! Michael! I love the way that it sort of the audio blurred itself, even though I wasn't any farther away. That's because it may have seen it as getting too loud. But it adds to the funny because he's stuck. Michael, don't leave me here. Oh god. Very good. I think this blue is fine. Very good. I'm sorry. This is very awesome. Also, another example, I believe, of them reusing a blue. I think this is the same blue they use for Luffy's shorts, as they do for the sky, for the beautiful blue sky. Which you can follow me on. At Big Bird One username Bajongles. It's time to chill, baby. Chill, baby, chill. Disco sell out. There we go. Kind of like that. Exactly how I envisioned. My brain is big and powerful. Oh god. Isn't it beautiful, Gordon? Also, can I just say, let me double check if this is real before I make a claim. You see, him having an anchor shirt symbolizes how he can't fucking swim anymore. I like saying stupid shit like that, like, oh, it symbolizes blank. Because it's just very silly. Like, it's not meant to be commentary about any specific, like, kind of person or whatever. It's just a silly thing to say, and it's very cool. There we go. Awesome. Alright, that's cool, but here's the very important part. Yes, man. Why's your ass so thick? I do squats, Joker. This red paired with the black is so fucking pretty. Oh my god. Like, with everything else going from, like, you know, the bright orange, like the creamy orange to the blue. Oh, that's nice. That's nice right there. It's so pretty. It's so fucking gorgeous. You know, Kinger, being a king piece and having a crown symbolizes how he's the best character in the Amazing Digital Circus. With Pomni being a close second, and Jax being a very, very distant last. Don't think I forgot about you, bastard! Oh, let me actually color pick. Color pick! Hero Quest! Behold the beige! Beige is the most powerful color. It can drain your soul and your spirit. Spamton G. Spamton, that's my fucking name. I am secret boss in Deltarune game. This is chapter 2, before chapter 3, after chapter 1. I can't count past 3. Before chapter 1, I can't count past 3. Fucking cool instrumental solo. Why won't heaven call me back? Very cool and awesome. Happy Minder. Hold on, let me look. Why will I be streaming on New Year? I'll be streaming on New Year's, but not New Year's Eve. And then, overlay. I forgot a bit. I'm so silly and funny. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm sinking. I'm moving on. I'm 6 feet from the edge. I think I'm gonna have it be the super orange. It's me, the super orange. Because then it'll mellow out in the, once I turn it to overlay. Super orange, brothers, super show. With the orange brothers in orange game, we're not like the others who get all the fame. What if I had them be no color? Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. We're making the Trump class of warships. They're gonna be the biggest ones you've ever seen. They're gonna have rail cannons, and we're gonna discontinue our frigates. The real workhorse of our navy, we're getting rid of it. But that's to make room for the biggest warships ever, the Trump class. This is real, by the way, I'm not shitposting. This is fucking real. Yeah, it's a real thing that's happening. Although I don't think it's actually gonna get done. I think the shipyard is just like collecting funding passively by being like, yeah, we'll get it done, knowing full well that by the time somebody else comes in, they're gonna cancel the project. So they're not actually gonna work on it. So that they can get the funding and also not do the work. You know how it goes. Many such cases, believe it or not. Okay. If I get rid of that. Oh, yeah. Oh, Well, let me actually draw the anchor. Guys, did you know life is an anchor? Many such cases. It's actually blue. Okay. I didn't mean to save, but that's a good thing to do, so I'm not upset or anything. Vodka. Is it ANCH? Yes. Theoretically, it could also spell out anchovy the way it's cut off. All I know. But it doesn't. My wife is like the anchor. Well, because she keeps you down. No, she keeps me stable when times are rough. What the fuck are you talking about? There we go. I would actually say, believe it or not, that this is the end of this art piece. I mean, look at it. It's lovely. It's a good one. So, I believe I get to do that, and then I get to do something I've been wanting to do for so long. Let me do that nose better. There we go. Put my fucking signature. I'm putting my signature on your art, Gordon. I'm going to save as, put in my images folder, my finished images folder. Where are you? And you are going to become a JPEG image. Yes, we are done with this. Yes. It only took till the end of the year to get to the end of Foosha Village. Very good and awesome. Let me put this into stream art. And let me go to desktop. Once again, go to I for images computer. Computer is in parentheses, by the way. H for Higuma. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This piece is now done. Behold, with multiple exclamation points to emphasize how cool I am. Yeah, the image resolution for this is bigger than my screen. That's sick as hell. All right, so before I move on to something else, I'm actually gonna post this onto all my shit. The most recent piece, One Piece fan art is now done. Behold the majesty of Higuma. Absolutely chucking a child. Art. Hold on. Bajongles. Hashtag art. Hashtag fan art. Hashtag One Piece. Hashtag One Piece fan art. Hashtag Luffy. Hashtag Higuma. Hashtag Lord of the Coast. And then let me stick you in here, bud. That has now been posted onto Bluesky. Well, it's uploading images. Give it a moment. There we go. And then create text. I'm gonna have that be posted now. It got rid of the title. Hold on. One Piece on art. I'm going to copy the text. Paste. There we go, very cool. Add tags, Bajongles, art, fan art, One Piece, One Piece fan art, Luffy, Higuma, Lord of the Coast. Bam. Post now. Boom. It is now released out into the world. Oh boy. This feels great every time this happens. In my radars are Batman and Robin art piece. Oh, it's filled with more Batman art. I will go back to that later. Yeah, do not mind that. And then now I'm going to file new. Wait. No. We shouldn't spoil this victory with more One Piece fan art progress. What I should do is file, open recent. Are you in here? Are you in here, my friend? Where are you? Hold on. I'll just need to open. Just print documents. And then I believe it's in CH for Christmas. There we go. Yeah, and then we will now be working on this. Isn't it very cool? Let me get rid of that whole palette. Very cool for a very Merry Christmas. Merry little Christmas. Merry little Christmas. How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her, he kissed me. And the fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. It doesn't matter that I can't. Oh, no, it does matter, actually. Hey, listen, folks. Ain't that a hole in the bowl? Then is grinning. This is just the beginning. This is gonna be beautiful. Sunshine at the top. I believe this is the right color. Close enough, my good bitch. Put that there and there. Basically, I wanted to finish this tree. I've done the trunk, even though that will not be visible. And I want to do this tree. This much smaller tree. And then it'll be ready for Klinglemas on Thursday. And then I will fully be in the Christmas spirit. Yes, quite good, yes. Yes, splendid. Oh. Okay, so here is the deadly darn deal. Well, I shouldn't have that alpha locked because I need to do you better. You have to be done better, bigger. Ain't that a hole in the bowl? Alright, so then we do. A lot of this is just gonna be pushing around colors to see what's good. To see what's good, brother man. It's keep in. This is just the beginning. This has gotta be beautiful. By the way, the music for Christmas will like that, just the ambient music, I mean. It will be fun Christmas music. Like piano versions probably, like a nice jazz piano. No, I'm probably gonna try and find like a nice album for that. Oh boy. Da 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 da. Dahu Doris Bahu Boris, welcome, welcome Christmas Day. There we go, there we go. Welcome, welcome Christmas Day. Hand in hand. There we go, very good, very cool, very awesome and stellar. I need to make you smoother and more cool. Okay, there we go, very nice. I want to go back to this real quick to just sort of marvel at my work a little bit. I feel like I deserve to have a little bit of pride in my work. And now back to more work that I get to have pride in. It is just generally coming together nicely, which is great to see. As opposed to great to see, which is not a thing. Although I get no, it's a thing. I mean, Alexander the pretty alright put his Alexander the Great Tussie into conquering shit. So you know, just sort of how things are. Alright, then here. Get coconut mauled! Coconut mauls you to death. Absolutely coconut murders you. I was like, oh, I'll do all the shadows going up, and then I'll go do the highlights, and then I realized, wait, no, this is a different art approach. I need to do things in more of a holistic way. I really need to catch up on fucking the Drock show. My god. A lot of his streams happen around the when I'm live or when I'm fucking tired. I think once he did a stream that was like at like, you know, fucking 10 p.m. here. In the same time zone as me, for context. And for people who use the 24-hour clock, that is, I believe, 2200. I love military time. Oh, oh, behold, what if? It's your birthday today, Bajongles. It's your birthday today. Call me Birth Jongles the way it's my birthday. Also, sort of in a Bob Ross sort of way, there is nothing that I'm doing that other people could not do, because a lot of this is just tiny little brushstrokes in random directions. Oh yeah, also there's a VOD out now. I'll need to advertise that once I'm done with stream. And then I think sometime soon I should probably sit down and edit a few more VODs so that I don't have to sit down on Christmas and edit. You know how it is. In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, there was only Sanguinalia. Sorry, Sanguinala. The holly jolly season of Sanguinala. What would you do if the Scrimbledy Bimbus was right behind you? I know what I'd do. It cuts to me doing some fucking Guilty Gear Strive ass combos. Random bullshit, go! The power of my anus can fly me to the moon. I don't know why I said that, but I will not take it back. I should not have revealed the secrets to you, I guess. I guess you've learned too much and must now be sent to the moon. There is actually a moon colony up there. It's just it's only for me though. You can't have it. Sorry to break it to you. Also, the moon is real. I just created that the moon not being real conspiracy theory to cover that up. Just like how I invented the theory that there's no hollow Earth. Yeah, that was actually me. And so that I could hide safely in my little hole at the center of the Earth. I'm going absolutely insane, Batman. I'm going absolutely loopy. I'm going Lupin the Third. There we go, and from the distance that it's gonna be seen from, which is something I really have to keep in mind at all times, this is looking good. Keep your arms and your legs in your epic gamer chair at all times. And then, and then, and then along came John. I don't think this is following any sort of strict taxonomical definition of what any particular conifer tree looks like, but I'm just sort of getting the vibe across. Also, I still have a hashed brown that I haven't eaten yet. So let me eat the hashed brown. Hash is your brown. No, that fucking reminded me of the funny streamer thing. You're banned. Thankfully that was one of my hairs. Oh, that I just pulled out of my mouth. Dude, what would happen? Alright, so we're sort of testing the silhouette of what it'll be. And I think that's good. That is good. This is good news. I made you I made a steak. A steak? A steak. Man, you gotta love hash browns that taste slightly like a number 2 pencil. Blended. Yum up. Delicious. I do not enjoy the general activity of my spit nozzles in my mouth. Oh yeah, by the way, in case you didn't know, spit comes from a couple of nozzles like underneath your tongue. I unfortunately learned that at a young age because I am acutely aware of everything that my body does at all times. Yes, it can and has become overstimulating. I do not much enjoy being fully aware and cognizant of my bodily functions. I suppose it's better than the alternative, but you know, eh. I don't know, people say that grass is always greener on the other side, but sometimes that's not true. Was wondering what I just dropped. Turns out it was a napkin. And another napkin. And a third napkin. Hmm. I will now take a break from consumption for the purpose of drawing more things. The birthday cake is on its way. History goes through many revisions. Where did that come from my mind? Like, I heard the guy speak in the new Warframe trailer from the Game Awards. I forget his name, but he was also in Mandalorian. Uh, and like, just his voice is so captivating. I've been tried to do the impression, even though I don't even know his name. I would like to see the baby. If I do not see the baby, there will be a reckoning of biblical proportions. Michael, it's your birthday today. The birthday cake is on its way.
Oh boy. Heartaches, heartaches. Loving you brings only heartbreak. Thought I'd be happy with someone new, but my heart aches for you. I heard the cakes for you, maybe.
Time for more hashed browns. Hashed browns for the birthday boy. Hmm. We have now completed the birthday hash brown. I don't know why I said it like that. I wasn't trying to do any sort of impression. or like any sort of voice in particular. That just came out of me. I apologize. I made a severe and continual lapse in judgment. Yeah. So apparently, so we all know about fucking Jake Paul getting beaten up, uh, absolutely getting trounced on at boxing. Um, Andrew Tate also absolutely fucking flopped in a boxing match. And honestly, that's funnier because he's more awful, I think. Only by a little bit, though. Actually, no, by a fair bit. Not that I don't think that Jake Paul would do wouldn't do the stuff that Tate has done. Just that I don't think he has. He's done a lot of awful stuff though. Lest we forget. Michael, it's your birthday today.
The birthday boy.
I wasn't born yesterday, said baby born 2 days ago. I was born by the river. I need to learn how to sing that song immediately. Because it's just like straight up so good. But the cake is on its way. Another song that I want to like properly learn is Psycho Killer. It's cassette. Run, 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 run away. It's a good one. It's a very good one. Ah, what if you were born by the river? There lived a certain man in Russia long ago. He was big and strong, with his eyes a flaming glow, with terror and with fear. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. But the Moscow chick, that he had a lovely dear. He could preach the Bible like a preacher, full of ecstasy and fire. He was all he was also the kind of teacher women would desire. Rara Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. And as a cat that really was gone. Rara Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine. It was a shame how he carried on. There was a cat that really was gone. He really was gone, don't you know? Right, and then once this tree is over, Then I'm gonna be doing the fun little ornaments. And we have another hour. Maybe hour and a half. I don't know. Do another sort of longer one. There's one there. Have a thing in the middle, and then that maybe. And then I think big one. Big one. Big one. The other way. Big rounds. Big pies. Big bad round. I need to play, thank goodness you're here. Like, I need to play it desperately. By the river. Birthday cake is on its way. Okay. Da 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 da. Wap wap. Wa da da da. Wap wap. Wa da 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 da. I've never taken my sneakers off. I'm a sneakers O2. I didn't take my sneakers off. I have sneakers O2. Da 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 da. Wap wap. Wa da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba. There we go, isn't that fucking cool? Da 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 da. Mr. Antenna's TV time! Delta Route Chapter 5 is coming next year! I'm so fucking excited. Oh, God. Da 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 da. Oh, this tree is certainly turning. That's right, it's suffering from lycanthropy. On the full moon, this tree turns into a tree wolf. God, it turns instead of a gray wolf, it turns into a timber wolf. Squiddy. Oh boy. You'll never be as good as me, Squiddy. And there's some motifs that I really want to come back in Deltarune that were in Undertale. Or like at least that would show up more. I'm very nervous for if the Asgore motif comes back. There's a ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba blah blah. Ba 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 da 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 da. Ba 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 da do 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 you do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do-do-do. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-boo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ba-da-doo. Ba-da-da. Ah ha ha ha, he ho ha he ha, ha he ho, da 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 da. If you're not an Undertale or Deltarune fan, you might be wondering, why the fuck is he doing the Asgore theme? Did you know that Asgore is actually Santa? He's actually Sinterklaas. It's true, it's true. They don't want you to know this, but it's true. Bigfoot, it's real. He just doesn't want you to see him. It's real. God, have you seen fucking Ben Shapiro trying to be liberal now? Because he realized, the right are full of Nazis that are actually anti-Semitic and want to kill me. And it's like, yeah, what did you think would happen, dumbass? You're going against the group of people that are least likely to want you dead. Because all you fucking care about is that fucking grifter money. You know, like Erica Kirk, who's like, talks about supporting the grift. Yeah. we must defend the agenda at all costs. That's a One Piece fandom reference, actually. Yeah, very cool and awesome. Hot dog, diggity dog, hot dog, diggity dog. It's Mickey Mouse's clubhouse, but it day. Oh God. If the heartache motif also showed up in Deltarune, oh God. I'm starting to lose it. I'm starting to lose it. I don't mean I'm starting to go insane. I mean I'm starting to lose the song. The song is leaving my mind. I'm losing it. I'm going postal. Reblog that now. I went to check Tumblr. The trees coming together. The trees are coming. The trees are coming. We have to get under cover. Okay, so that is going pretty swell. Wait, is it? Hold on. Wait, no, I can't, no, I saw somebody reblogging a piece talking about the release date or like an anniversary thing for Deltarune. That's June 4th. That's June 4th and June 5th. Now we're cooking, Frankie. My boy, we're cooking. We're cooking, mermaid. There we go. Amazing. This, this doesn't exactly look like a real tree, but I kind of like it more. Not more. I kind of like it more than if I did make it look like a real tree specifically. Like a real species of tree. I need something more real. Annie! Little Annie, is that you? It is good to see you. Ah. I was watching something about Kylo Ren. I was like, Kylo Ren sucks because he's like Vader's fall to the dark side felt a lot more like tragic and kind of foreseen because like he had an awful fucking childhood because he was a fucking slave. He was a goddamn slave, which is awful, by the way. In case you didn't, in case you needed me to tell you that, and if you needed me to tell you that, I'm glad I'm the one that told you. Uh, and then he had his mother get, fully stripped away from him. And he was, turbo groomed, uh, by, uh, by Richard Satan Nixon. Ricky Dick mixed with actual Satan. And then watched his entire, was manipulated into making his entire world fall apart. His entire reality. And then Kylo Ren is just, I'm angsty. And I idolize my grandfather, and I suck. And it's like, that's kind of the point of that's the original point of the character. It's like, yeah, he did have less reason to actually fall to the dark side than like Vader or it did, or even Luke would have, because Luke didn't exactly have an easy life. Like, yeah, he had wonderful wonderful family and Aunt Owen and Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen. My bad. I'm a little tired if you couldn't tell. I should stop. Not that I should stop saying that, but I've said it so much. Like I am tired is a thing. Like all the time. I'm a very eepy boy. I'm an eepy lad. A little bit of an eepy gentleman. Something I've noticed is that some people have showed up less with daylight savings. So, I have a feeling that it's because the time is not conducive. So, maybe things the people will come again. When let me actually close that. When daylight savings comes back around to being conducive amounts of time. Or at least more conducive. And loose on the mighty. Alrighty, that's great. This is going. This is going. I'm very happy with it going. Okay, yeah, and then there is going to have to be that tree. Because this one is actually going to be the one with presents. Also, don't mind Dicey being in this chat. God, it's been a bit since he's shown up on stream. I kind of miss that. Hopefully that'll happen more once things are more conducive. But in the meantime, I will still stream and I will still enjoy myself greatly, and I will still do things for all y'all. And with how the progress is going, I think affiliate is within my future. Which is very good, very stellar, very exciting. All right. And then, if you wouldn't mind, go kill my enemies. Obliterate my enemies. Rip me twain. It's a holly jolly Christmas. Christmas. Just 2 days away. Kringus time. It's time for Kringus. Chris Kringus. Alrighty, very good. I think the little streamers on the streamer, the garland, I mean, that goes up and around and around town will be quite easy to do. And then do that. Very cool, very awesome. Squilliam laughs like a baby cries. Goes like a baby cries like and the Squilliam laughs like So yeah, he laughs like a baby cries. Hey there, Squidward. Welcome to my ethno state. You're not welcome. Okay, in case I don't actually finish this tree, I want to have the base color down for this one. You know, just in case, as opposed to just in time. The greatest duo in media, just in case and just in time. We have to go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. That's right, we have to go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. We have to go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to put you on the menu.
Wap 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 wap. Da 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 wap 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 wap. Da 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 wap 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 wap. Da 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 wap 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 wap. Da 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 wap 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 wap. Da 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 wap 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 wap.
Oh boy. All right. Alrighty. All of you are babies. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna have this. Amazing and perhaps a bit spectacular. Very cool. Very epic. I'm so sorry that I'm tired, guys.
Whip, 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 whip. Da 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 da. Whip, 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 whip. A 30 size brush. For the last time, it's Sigmar. It's not Sigma, it's Sigmar. Get it right, dwarf. And now the end is near, and so I pay the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every byway. Much more than this I didn't my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. My friend, I'll say it clear, state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every byway. Much more than this I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. Alright. Very cool, very awesome. I will have to be erasing some of this now. That is a real tragedy. That yes. Yes, a real tragedy. A tragedy of epic proportions. Have you heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Not a tale the Jedi would tell you. And have you ever heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Many times now, Master. And I apologize, but I will be real quick. There we go. Alright, I'm just grabbing water. I will be back shortly. Little did you know, I have returned. Splendid. I have returned. Now I can finish the tree. Alright.
Let's remove the BRB text. Removing the BRB text. Alright. Very good. Very good. We are gaming, I guess. Oh no, that's me. I did it my way. Regret. I have a few. Then again, too few to mention. I've lived. Oh wait, no. I wanna swap songs. What song? I have no clue. In the town of Afria rode a stranger one fine day. How they spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dares to ask his business, no one dares to make a slip. Stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning, I just spoke to folks around. Looking for an outlaw, wouldn't be too long in town. He was after Texas Red. Alright. Okay, so we begin. Why can't we be friends? 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 Points at the show, friends. This could be us, damn it. It might actually be best to minimize those so that I can see the tree for all its tree-ish glory. The tree for all its glory. I think why I feel like the tree is going so well is because the highlights are warmer and the shadows are cooler. I'm cooler. And so it feels better. It feels very nice. It feels splendid, marvelous even. Spectabulous. Wouldn't be too long in town. Alright, there we go. Here we go to the city where the girls are pretty. Oh yeah, don't you see here? Here I've been too short-sighted.
I should have been thinking about our life and what we've been. This isn't a song I've heard before. It's just something that's coming to my mind. Oh, yeah, something coming to mind. Something coming to mind. I bad girl. But now I'm turning into a thing that exists before Shawty's gone low. La la lo 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 lo. Shawty's gone low. La 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 la. Apple bottom jeans. Boots with the fur. Ah, man, I spilled some water. Ah, it's not like I have a napkin to dap that up or anything, or three. Dip, 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 dip. Dip, 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 dip. Dip, 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 dip. There we go. Alrighty. We're almost done with this one tree here. The shawty's go low. Low, 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 low. In Battletech, you too can be sweet, Dad. You can save your blessed goat. The blessed goat. He is beautiful, yes. The end. There's something like uniquely like uh I don't know how else to say it, but if it that like specific silly Alpha Boosa voice that he does sounds a lot like just like some sort of ungulate, like some sort of goat or like a cow. Like, the end. It is now the end for you. You should go to Noble Night Games. Yo, how's it poppin'? Yeah, thanks. Man, let me open it up because I want to show you the art that I did just earlier. This is the art that I finished up earlier, and now I'm working on Christmas overlay for Thursday. Yeah, Tuesdays is normally when I do One Piece fan art, as you could probably see from the title. And I'm trying to do every single named character in One Piece, and I'm just now done with Foosha Village. Because they introduced the 11 straw, not 11 straws, the 11 red-haired pirates. Including Shanks, I believe. No, excluding Shanks. So there's the red-haired pirates, there's Shanks, there's Goldie Roger, there's Luffy, there's Whoop Slap, there's Gyoru, there's Chicken. And so next week we're gonna be doing
starting on the Alvida Pirates, which is another, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Alvida, I think. So there's like 6 of them, and then I think I'm including Kobe in that. So, I don't know. I'm very excited for drawing her. I want to draw her not intentionally ugly, because that was even though that was a big part of her character, which is kind of weird looking back. That like, oh, she ate the slip fruit and all the fat slipped off her, and suddenly she's pretty now. To Whitebeard Pirates, not yet. I will get to that because I'm doing it all in order. The time will come. But yeah, let's see. So there's the Alvida Pirates, right? And then I think, yeah, and then the next is Baratier. Yeah, sooner or later we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Right? Yeah, there's no. There's Orange Town, Syrup Village. Then there's Baratier. Then there's Arlong Park, and then at the end that's the blue, the East Blue. I almost said the blue line. That's a train line. Yeah, it's in order of appearance in it like based on manga chapters. Ugh. And I'm avoiding characters that only exist in the SBSs. Like, I will not be drawing Vega Pants. He does not exist in my mind. He's not real. Yeah. It's gonna be a bit of a doozy. Honestly, it's less than if I did based on the anime, though, because if I did based on the anime, I'd also have to do all the filler. And so I'd have to do, like, the Grandpa Dragon and, like, those things. I'd have to do, like, even though G8 is really good, I don't have to do it. Who's your favorite? Because my favorite's coming up soon-ish. And by the way, my favorite is Buggy. So Buggy the Clown will be coming up soon enough. Oh! Oh, Rip Thatch. Yeah, the Rip Thatch. It's a shame what fucking Blackbeard did to him. Also, I have a question. Are you caught up to the manga? Because I kind of want to talk about some stuff that's been happening, but it's stuff that's just now happening. And the anime is going good. I have seen some stuff from the anime, but the manga is definitely ahead of it. LBAP is certainly something. That is fair. Oh God, I just remembered that one time that I did a One Piece marathon, and it took me nonstop 2 days, I think. And I think, if I remember right, that was like when they just ended Wano. When I say nonstop, I mean I was watching it like episode after episode after episode after episode the entire day, both days. It is, if you really want to, like, march through it, it doesn't take that long to watch or read, but, like, it's the understanding, it's the intaking that really takes the time. It's not so bad. I mean, it could be a marathon of Naruto, which is not as long, mind you. But like, I am not a particularly big fan of Naruto, and I've watched it from beginning to end of Shippuden twice. Uh, oh, oh wow! Before the big 1,000. I forget. Hold on. Let me look up chapter 1,000 One Piece. Chapter 1,000. Chapter 1,000 is oh, the Monkey D. Luffy. Be gone, advertisement. I do not care. Oh. Oh, it's this part. All right, yeah, yeah. That is very good. There was a huge. Well, that sucks. I remember the manga website I used to read One Piece on went down. And they made a new one that's basically the same, except they swapped the first and second half of the name for it. Alright, so the actual street part of this is done now, which is great. Also, I need to check if I will confirm form redistribution. Thank you, Cloudflare. Very cool. No, I'm still caught up. But yeah, no, there's a lot happening now in Elbath. There is a lot. And I won't specify what for the sake of you know, avoiding spoilers, but it's a lot. Ah, thanks. I've been working on art solidly for almost a year now. Oh yeah, it's been Elbath. Highly recommend it. It's very good. Don't mind the break weeks that Oda's going through. He's been working on it for so long and deserves his breaks. Oh, boy. Is this a good size? You could be bigger. Thank you a lot. Very cool. Oh, also, on Thursdays, I sort of alternate between doing concept art for the game I'm working on and some like fun D&D world building stuff for like a book that I'm writing. Thank you, Nightbot. Very cool. That is true. I do have a Discord. Where on Mondays I do multiplayer Mondays. Yeah, no, I'm working on like a platformer. To sort of, if you want to join in on that, to sort of spoil it for you, let me open. It's in C. This is the concept art I've been working on. Don't mind the sharks. How do I get rid of all sharks? There we go. But yeah, no, this is one that I'm particularly proud of. I decided that the first world, because I'm gonna be releasing it in chapters, is gonna be a water world. So like this is gonna be the first area, however many levels that is. Then it goes to like this fun sort of kelp forest region, and then it's gonna have like a chase sequence with a shark where like everything's overrun by urchins, and then they're gonna be going to uh Atlantis, but clowns. And then at the end, they're gonna be like the players are gonna fight sort of like a sea serpent boss, and like through that fight go back up to the surface, and that's the whole story. I'm so glad you like the colors. I've been trying to do a lot more dynamic color in my stuff. Like I'm also really proud of this one, which is sort of like an underworld thing. It's very the idea is that it's like a big puppet sort of thing, because it's all like a circus performance. That's the idea of this, is that it's all a circus performance and you're trying to get good like audience reaction, right? Your performance on each level is based on how much the audience enjoyed your stuff. And so I get to do things with that, like speedrunner trials, that sort of stuff. It's gonna be great. I will not save because the only thing I changed was a shark. I'm glad. I'm glad people like the idea. Uh and what I'm doing is, like I said, I'm gonna be releasing in sort of a chapter like format. So that I can do World 1, release that, work on World 2, release that, World 3, release that, and so on. It just seems like the smartest idea because I'm doing it all myself. I'm looking at this and I don't actually know if this should be red. Like I'm gonna finish drawing it in, but I don't know if I want that red. What do you think? Because like red is nice contrast, but the ornaments are going to be, if I can pop that back up, are going to also be like red. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm asking for your opinion, and also just you could give your opinion at any time. We are very opinion forward. Oh, oh, neat idea. I almost dropped a thing that I wasn't even holding. That is awesome and epic. Okay, so a nice like base for the gold would be like that. Gold is probably a good idea because like these baubles are gonna be sort of more silvery, right? There's gonna be the red and the silver in the ornaments. Let me put this to 500, and then we can see. You may be a genius. I don't know. Maybe. Let me see, and then have this, move it to like, I don't know, size 30. Oh wait, no, I need to finish, putting it all the way up and down the tree. Alright, get rid of that, and then boom. Boom, much like Sonic, that is the wrong color. Yeah, no, it's looking sick, and there's gonna be some highlights and shadows on there to really set the gold in. I can actually keep that away. And then let's do that. And then we can sort of get this in here, the tree topper. Oh, no, you're fine. I have a loose grasp on the language and it is my native language. You're good. No, you're doing fine. I hope you don't mind me asking, what is your native language? Let me see. We go to 30? 30's a good size. Yeah. Spanish? Oh, sick. I really should learn Spanish just as like a good language to learn. There's just generally a lot of Spanish speakers here and I shouldn't like have to force people to speak my language. It's just rude. Not quite there, but a little more red. No, it's fine. Spanish is a wonderful language. Like when I say I shouldn't force people to speak my language, like I have multiple friends who either they or their family like speak Spanish natively, so it'd just be like nicer. Uh, yeah, that's not a bad shape. Oh yeah, fair enough. But I'm talking like Mexican Spanish, which yeah, there are also different ways of speaking Spanish in Mexico because like language is diverse and geography and time really changes things. But yeah, I didn't mean to erase that. Frankly, erasing that was uh not fun. I could feel my soul dying. Oh, I need to have a different brush. Bam. Uh, Something I learned about Spanish actually, that's really interesting, is that there are certain traits in many different like dialects that come from Argentinian Spanish. Like having two L's make the ya noise, uh, is from Argentina. It's to say it's their fault implies it's negative, but it's just a thing that happened. Oh, sick. Oh, but yeah, no, that came from you guys. And like you can still see certain like dialects of Spanish in Spain that don't use that. And it is fascinating. I love language. Oh, I actually want the other one to be sort of the darker. It's been a long time since I've actually shaded gold, by the way. to be fair, to be completely fair, all language is invented. And at some point, somebody had to completely make up a word. Like, there are some phrases that started off as slang that are just, like, common parlance now. And as an example of, like, just here in the US, calling somebody a wet blanket started off as slang, but then it just became a thing. You know, imagining something cool and awesome as, like, fire. And, it's, you know, if you're a wet blanket, you're putting out the good time. You're putting out the fire. Let's see. Again, it has been so long since I've actually, like, shaded gold, so I'm probably gonna be kind of finicky with it. I'm gonna be going back and forth about what I think is looking good. A little more red. Also, fun fact, gold is often used in stained glass to make a red color. That's why red stained glass traditionally has been so expensive, because it's literally like powdered gold. And so, like, gold, even though it doesn't look like it in this way, is actually red. Color is weird, and the way chemicals function is odd. This is looking a bit weird. And I'm not saying necessarily in a good way. I think I need to use a different brush for this and sort of smooth that out. Same size though, just size 10. There we go. To sort of go back to the topic of games. I'm currently playing through Portal Stories Mel on Sundays, and once that's done, hopefully I'll have the model done in time to do Blasphemous. Are you familiar with the game Blasphemous? It's like a fun Metroidvania game. It's insanely Catholic. Like, specifically, Black Death era Spanish Catholic. So Blasphemous is a 2D pixel art game, but the game that I'm currently playing, Portal Stories Mel, is 3D. Let me pop up, I just have them in my screenshots, I think, because I was using, reference. Oh, wait, no, I can just show what I've done for the model. Krita Documents, that's the software I use, by the way, is Krita. It's just free and open source. Found it. This is the main character. I just found these images on the Steam store page. And this is the progress that I have so far. If I get rid of the sketch, this is what I have. I am incredibly proud of the helmet so far. And this will be me. I'll be speaking out of this once it's done. And let me get rid of that, and then here we are. We are once again returning to this. I can actually do this, I think. I'm sort of thinking as I do this. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm glad. I wouldn't even consider this rendering. It's just kind of pushing stuff around until things look good. Although I guess that is kind of rendering. Like, I never really learned how to do art from anybody. I'm just sort of learning as I go along, so I'd never really know proper terms or anything like that. Like, I have taken art classes, like back in high school, and I failed every single one. Wait, no, I didn't fail every single one. I failed all but one. And so, again, this is all just from practice. And, you know, I've been doing consistent practice for about a year now. Like, I've been making art all my life, but actual consistent, like, weekly practice is a much more recent phenomenon. There we go. And then I think this one should be a little oh! Oh! Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. That is good. All right, and then we will be moving on to the garland. Oh, let me not alpha lock that. By the way, in case you were wondering, this music is just the Outer Wilds soundtrack. Outer Wilds is an insanely good game, and I won't say anything about what happens in the game, because spoiling the game ruins the game for people, because it is about discovery. And so, you know, the best thing to do for somebody is just point them in the direction, say nothing about the game, and let them find out for themselves. Something that's uniquely good about this soundtrack is that it actually loops very well. So like at about, hold on, let me check. a bit after maybe 15 minutes or so, it's gonna loop. And then it'll go back to the very beginning, and then like it it'll just be very seamless. Not that much brown. We want it gold. Also, I hope I'm not shilling too much to be like, hey, I mean, if you like me, consider following. Mostly so that you can get notifications when I'm live and stuff. I'm kind of already good on followers. It's viewer count that I need to practice on, and that is entirely a me thing. Because like that's entirely a skill issue. Also, I forget if the thing on stream works for like the notification. Oh, I should have done. Oh well, it looks good there either way. But yeah, also. I used to be more active on other people's stuff, but then I got busy. Oh, sick. Hold on, let me. Oh yeah. Let me wave hello to you. Also, I've been trying to do catch up because I edit all the VODs myself and release them onto YouTube. But there should be one out now. Sorry, I'm failing at my own language. Alright, there we go. Da, da, da. That's not looking bad. I need to add in more gold again, but you know, it's looking pretty good. Oh, hold on. I want to show you another art piece I did. This was the previous one I did before the one you already saw. This is Monster stealing Whoop Slap's hat. And these people do have names, by the way. They're Gyoru and Chicken. This is a test in 3-point perspective, with like it being more exaggerated because I needed to practice. I used the One Piece art to practice things that I need to work on. Like I also did 3-point perspective for the one with Higuma and the Lord of the Coast. But like it's less exaggerated. Which is very cool. I was more practicing shading for that one, which is also something I need to work at, but I have been getting better, I think. I actually think I'm going to... Well, one, I need to make it less obvious that it's alpha locked and that, There we go. You know, there's such a wide variety of characters, too, which is very good. It's sort of been forcing me to get out of my comfort zone. And the best thing to improve as an artist, in case you're an artist or want to become one, is discovering where your comfort zone is and pushing against it in sort of a controlled manner. You don't want to get absolutely like out of your depth, but you also want to push yourself a little bit. Sort of slowly expand that over time. Do more and more things. Like at the beginning of all this, I struggled with backgrounds a lot. That was like one of my biggest issues. Reversal experiments? Elaborate. Speaking of reversal, I should reverse that erase and make it a not erase. I don't know what I just went to look at. There was nothing there. Brianna, what are reversal experiments? Like is it like gender bending? Is it like just flipping a canvas? Oh, okay. So you're sort of reverse engineering. You're going back to your art style and sort of like rediscovering it. All right, that makes sense. That's sick. I've had a couple of instances where I've had to do that. I can also feel the influence of Oda's art style starting to peek into mine, but that's not a bad thing because he's just really good at art. Taking on multiple inspirations is also probably a good idea, so that you could pick and choose. Like, there's this one German artist. I need to remember his name. Great. Art. Okay, I found him. He's just on YouTube. He's this German artist named Peter Moorbacher. And he does a lot of stuff with gradient maps, which is what I started using, and has some super fun, like, vibrant art. He's some of my favorites. I also really like Brian Froud. If you don't know Brian Froud's art, then you might if you know The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth, like those movies, because he did the creature designs for those. Also, his wife, through being part of Jim Henson's like stuff and worked on designs for the Muppet Show and Sesame Street, she also helped make Yoda. Okay, you do not? Alright, let me go, let me show you then. Dark Risto. Images. I'm not gonna show you the whole ass movies, obviously. I'd get killed for copyright. I'm trying to find... But they are movies done by the Jim Henson Company, which is, you know, Sesame Street, the Muppets. And they are, and both movies, like, work entirely with puppets and like, costume. And so I'm going to show you one of my absolute favorite designs. Screenshots. Now's your chance to take a screenshot. Boom. Let me get these circles out of the way. You know, this is all like completely practical by the way. There's probably like 2 people in this suit right now. Well, not right now, but like, 40 years, not 40, like 30 years ago. Like this was in the 90s. This is Dark Crystal. Is very good. Brian Froud is absolutely one of my favorite artists of all time. And his son Tobias Froud would go on to work in Leica Studios, which is a very local thing to us here in Oregon. But did things like Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, would do the Coraline movie, Box Trolls, Missing Link, Kubo and the Two Strings, like these ones, all the stop motion stuff. So he's also a big inspiration to me. If you're not familiar with any of these, I imagine them as recommendations. I am saying go view them. Go view these movies. They are good, and the artistry is superb. And which one's like Coraline? That's sort of the one that everyone's seen from Leica. Not that one. Wow. Coraline was like their first big hit. They also did Paranorman, which is also which was actually their very first movie. Basically, it's about this kid named Norman who can see ghosts. And he's a kid out in I think Maine. Sorry for the pause. I just got a sudden notification. It kind of jump scared me. Yep. They're like a huge inspiration to me. I am working on, and I've sort of put this on the back burner to work on like seasonal assets like this. But let me. Not images, computer. Put that in. Not stream VODs either, not videos. Where are my documents? Hold on. There you are. I'm working on, and I'm gonna like basically redo it, but I'm working on another character as a new model. Who's like a fun ringleader. It is based off of, this is Mr. Bobinski from Coraline, and this is Lord Portly Rind from Box Trolls, and this is I think Volpe. I think his name is Volpe because he's just the fox from Pinocchio, but is also like a circus ringleader. And so like a great inspiration. And also this random art I found from somebody on ArtStation. But yeah, no, Tobias Froud worked on some of those movies. Painting gold. By the way, I apologize. I reference Deltarune very regularly. Uh, I hope you enjoy Deltarune because it's it's going to be introduced to you if not, like at some point, because Chapter 5 is coming out next year, and I will be experiencing it. It's okay. Fair enough. I find it to be a deeply inspirational work. Ah. I personally think the other 3 chapters that are out now are better. But the thing is, like, if the first 2 chapters don't grip you, then it's probably not for you, and that's okay. Yeah. I mean, that's sort of the inspiration, but the direct idea was thinking of more like Bendy. But like Bendy did it wrong. I want to do it good. You know, Bendy and the Ink Machine. Also, there will come a point where I'll play that on stream, because I want to do like a whole Bendy-thon. One of my viewers, who you can see the chat messages of in these screenshots, don't mind that, is a big Bendy fan, and so I was like, oh yeah, I'll play like all the Bendy games on stream. And so I'll get to that eventually. First chapter then nothing? Fair enough, fair enough. I've never played Bendy, but I have experienced the first chapter because I have played Out of the Ink Machine, which is a sort of like EXE, sort of like in your Sonic EXE like style redo of the first chapter. It was fun. It was fun. It can tell when certain applications are open. So like it could tell that my OBS was open and was like, it's rude to record somebody without asking. And that was very cool. I like the art style of the game. It's very good. I think from what I've seen. I think not out of the Ink Machine. That's the one I just talked about. Dark Revival. Bendy and the Dark Revival does the Bendy art style better than Ink Machine. Because Ink Machine feels very flat in a way that's not intentional. And the Dark Revival fixes that, but also kind of makes it more like BioShock, which I really need to play. I just got the second game. And like, I don't have the first game yet, which is funny, because I got the second game as a gift. However, there will come a time where we have to bio some shock. Yeah, more games for streaming. Which reminds me, when I said I did Out of the Ink Machine, I also did Secrets of the Machine, and I did that on stream. And why I'm like, oh, I did that on stream is because I am right now looking for that PNG tuber model. Like, I'm not gonna pop it up suddenly, but I will show it the best I can. Here it is. Here's the model that I did. And the open and closed mouth, there it is. It's very cool. Uh, this took maybe a couple of days. It wasn't too bad. It was just like line art and flat color mostly. No, I would not like to save. I made no changes. Yeah, that was actually done on stream. Like in sort of this after main work like asset time. And you know, once the Christmas season is over, I'm gonna be going back to doing a lot of the assets I actually need to do. I'm glad you like my art, genuinely. It's like there's a lot about my art that I enjoy, but it kind of takes a second opinion. It takes a second opinion to really go, you know what? No, I think my art is good actually. Like I can objectively see the improvement and go, my art is better than it was, and that is satisfying. But it's hard to be like, yeah, my art is good. Because like I see people that I look up to and I think they're better than me. But then that just means I take inspiration from them, so what can you do? Also, I use that as like an ending phrase a lot, so when I say it like that, that is not a literal question. That's sort of a thing I've realized that maybe people wouldn't get. Like, it's not even a regional thing, that's just a personal thing. And it's not like a language thing. Also, except for a couple of brushes that I used on like the topper here, like except for that, I am using entirely default brushes for this. These are just Krita's default brushes. These are really good brushes. And it really goes to show it doesn't take fancy brushes to like be good at art. You just have to sort of fiddle around with it. Thank you, Nightbot. Once again, I appreciate you. You're very cool. I know you're not a person, but I still like to praise your work. I'm very glad you think so. I am deeply flattered. It's probably hard to tell because I generally stutter, but the part of the stuttering is flattery. And me being like, I'm glad you like it is not dismissal of what you're saying. It is a response. Sometimes people are like, oh, I mean, I'm glad you like it, to sort of dismiss their own stuff. Like you know, say, oh well, it's not actually good, but I'm glad you enjoy it. But no, like I'm deeply glad that people enjoy my stuff. If people didn't enjoy my stuff, I would improve until people did. Oh god, this is turning out pretty good. And the baubles, like the ornaments that are gonna be added to the tree, are actually gonna be really easy because it's a lot of copy pasting. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, we're at the last song. We're at the last song, Traveler's Encore. And then after this, it'll loop back to the beginning. Every time this happens, I like to I like to say like we are about to loop. And it'll happen in another like 3 minutes. Yeah, no, play the game Outer Wilds, not to be confused with Outer Worlds. I have made that mistake before. Also, that is a game I would like to eventually play on stream just because it's good, and it's DLC. Oh, I just got stutter. I hope that is fine. I hope it's fine on your end. Alright, there we go. Ah, uh, so Outer Worlds is done by the same people that did, Fallout New Vegas. And it's not my favorite. It says stuff that I agree with, but is annoying about it, so I can't help but feel like not good playing it. Yeah, it's so comfy. There's so much that I could say about it, but then that would be spoilers. And we enjoy partaking in media here. Yeah, the way it adds like that sort of campfire feel with like the banjo and the whistling and like the drumming, and then mix in sort of the alien feel of the theremin is so beautiful. And it makes perfect sense for the game. Because it feels very it feels very much like camping, but you're in space. Let me show you what the cover art looks like. Steam. Outer Wilds. Or maybe not the cover image, but like one of the images in it. Let me see. There's that. By the way, you heard the loop. This is the very beginning. I need the DLC right now. Echoes of the Eye. It's a very good loop. Okay, where can I find that image? Hold on. Outer Wilds. Hold on. Google, don't fail me. I know you will. Open image, new tab. Found it. And then screenshots folder. Screenshots is my most used folder. And then there we go. That is the cover image for the game. And like the music completely fits, right? Because like, look, campfire with your ship. You're on a small planet. It's super cozy. It's so good. And you cannot have one experience without the other. Hmm. Also, remember to stay hydrated. I just took a sip of water and reminded. I should probably let people know. Hydration is important. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to steal you, much like the Krabby Patty secret formula. And then I'm going to go here. The one I have right next to me now is like, what, 2 liters? Something like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right, Southern Hemisphere. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the hot weather and a lot of sun over there. If you're not, then I'll have to, I don't know, stick you in a giant ice block. What I'm doing is I'm copying and pasting all of these, and then I'm gonna merge them down into one layer. Okay, that is looking very good. That's good. Copies the final boss. Pastes him, keeps pasting him. And there. The final boss of art. I don't know, just copy paste it, have all the same stuff over and over. There's a good place. By the way, this song is called 14.3 billion years. That's roughly how old we theorize, like, the universe is. Like, our universe. Oh, I accidentally copy-pasted a thing that didn't need copy-pasting. Okay. Yep, that's... I am very smart! I did a thing that completely erased what I was trying to go back to. This feels like actually decorating a Christmas tree. It does. It does, and that's sort of the fun part of it. I like Christmas. I mean, to be fair, I was born damn close to it. I mean, it is my birthday stream, and it is the 23rd. Uh, but like, still, Christmas is a very special time of year. You get to spend time with family. They get to tell you weird conspiracy theories you've never heard of before. Uh, the whole shebang. Man, I'm getting a lot of notifications from people right now. Like, not people messaging me, just people. Other people on Twitch going, I exist, watch me. Not very fond of Christmas? Ah. Any particular reason, or are you just not into it? And now we're reaching the final look at all the ornaments. Oh, look at them. I still want to add more ornaments. I know full well that all the rest of these will not be showing up on this model. Or not on this model, but like won't be showing up because of my model being in front of them. Ah. I don't really hold a lot of religious significance to Christmas. I mean, it's like at least 3 different stolen traditions wrapped up together and filled with a bunch of people trying to make money on it for like centuries. So like the reality of it is just do what you want. Have a good time with family. I don't know. Exchange gifts. Have good food. It's sort of like any other holiday in that way, where you could just have it be an excuse to enjoy the people in your life. And that's sort of what I do. Like, I went to this white elephant event, and it was just a good time. Like just randomly giving gifts, like giving gifts to random people, singing karaoke, having some food, watching Christmas movies, like Jim Carrey's The Grinch and Polar Express. Merge. This is the tedious part, where we merge everything together. Merge. I realized I'm stupid. They made an update to Krita. I could just do all this and I could go merge. All at once. Why was I doing it the tedious way? Ah. I think that was about when I found out that Santa wasn't, like, actually real. But at that point, like, that's sort of when it became just a time to, like, spend time with people. You know, do stuff with people you love and shit. Okay, so this is overlay. That is good to know. That is my favorite type of layer, it seems. So, bam. I'm just getting all this, like, on my palette. Boom. There we go. And then you will be overlay once again. And then you will be overlay. And exactly, that should be alpha lock. Let's see, there we go. Trying to get as even a distribution as possible on the ornament colors. Just suggesting. Oh, I could add one because the thing is, I'm gonna be covering the tree. But here's what I could do to sort of uh follow through with that suggestion. I could do that on this tree that's not being covered by anything. But that'll be for another time probably, because yeah, exactly, on the tiny tree where all the gifts are. I'm probably gonna have to wait until uh like Thursday, I think. Not Thursday. That's like I'll have to wait until probably doing it tomorrow uh to like actually do this tree, because somebody's coming over later for dinner. Why do I say somebody? I said it earlier on stream. My grandma's coming early, or not early. My grandma's coming later for dinner. I love forgetting words. And so I want to make sure that I don't accidentally, like, you know, she comes over and I'm like, I can't talk right now, I'm busy. Like, you know, some sort of asshole. I was trying to find an alternate word for it, but that really is the best word for it. Right, there we go. Let's have this here. Let's have that one there. That there. Let's do you and you. And then this one. I completely forgot that this was a pink. Like the color that I'm using right now is pink, but because of everything else, it just looks like silver. There we go. And if I add everything back, yeah, you're that one, and overlay, boom, there we go. Yeah, silver forced itself onto the world. I morphed painfully into Peter Griffin. You know, it insists upon itself. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do, and you're going to you're gonna see what I do at the end of streams. I do a bit of an ending shill. Sort of like a final, like, if you like my stuff, check me out. And so as I save this and I move over to, you haven't seen this screen. I'm happy with this screen, but I am redoing it. Oh, that reminds me of something I need to show you real quick, before I do that. Open. Open sesame. Alright, where is it? Where is it? Is it in J? E, F, G, H, I, J. J is here. Is it in B? I'm trying to think what I named. Is it in S? Hold on. I'm trying to remember where. Oh, God. Okay, critter documents. Okay, where are you? I'm trying to find it. It's been a bit since I've worked on it, so it's not in my open recent. I deeply apologize. Okay, where are you? Found it. It was an S. Waiting for image operation to complete. Opening document. Okay, it's taking a little bit of processing power. Updating. And here we go. Working on a new just chatting screen. I mean, I'm working on new assets for everything, but this is what I'm working on now. And I've decided to give myself a bunch of textures. That's what I've been trying to work on with this. Let me get rid of the sketch. If you can see in my model the tentacles. This is me. This is I'm the tentacles and I'm running the circus. That's sort of the whole thing, and all the models are like suits and puppets and things that I'm wearing and operating. This has certainly taken a bit, but once I'm done with the shading on these tentacles, then it will be mostly done. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And I'm definitely happy with how it's turning out. Something I carried over from my current just chatting overlay is that on the left side is more yellow and on the right side is more purple. Sort of because the chat messages, as you can see, are sort of brighter colors, so having it be darker is nice contrast. I will close this and I will not save because that'll just be a single layer being invisible, which is neither here nor there. But I am going to do the thing. Ahem. I've been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hi YouTube, if you like this, make sure to like and subscribe. I will be back on Thursday for Christmas, doing some more, clown game concept art, and on Sunday playing more Portal Stories Mel. Yeah, hi people on YouTube. And then on the Discord on Monday at noon my time, I will be on the Discord doing Multiplayer Monday. And so with that, it has been a wonderful time. Thank you so much for coming. I will catch you all on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.